Here's the 6th game in the Spring Online Congress tournament, and we play as black. So we opened up as usual, came through with the knight, defended with the knight, brought the knight out, and just bear with us on there. So they developed the queen. At this stage here, I thought I'm going to try something different. I don't know why I said I was going to try something different. I felt like, okay, I'm not doing too bad in the tournament. Currently on like, what is it, 4.5 out of the 7 games so far. So feeling really comfortable with it. So I thought, well, let's come in and try something different. That is something, as experienced as I am at playing competitions online and over the board, that I should always remember: you don't try something new in a competition. So they pushed through onto the bishop, so we brought the bishop back. Again, it's not really territory that I'm really familiar with, but I'm thinking I'm trying to maybe catch the opponent out, changing the targeting. This initial bishop move here was basically a waste of time. There was no reasoning for it whatsoever. I felt like I could get it there. If they didn't push the pawn down, then this knight could come through, or this knight could come through and do some sort of disturbance in the center. It was a really weird calculation that I had set off with in this particular game. So the opponent captured, and then they captured, so they're already up in a sense. And the state of play from this position here, for the life of me, I don't understand why I took this pawn. I thought I was going to do something really fancy, bringing the knight here. If the queen takes, developing the queen out somewhere. You know, I don't know where I was thinking I was going to go. I was potentially thinking here, then maybe the bishop coming through here, but the bishop's under attack. So all in all, the opening was an absolute travesty, and it was one of the most shocking games that I've played in this series. So I didn't deserve to win in any way, shape or form. So right from the start, absolutely terrible. Didn't use any of the concepts that we've been practicing, none of the answer process. It all just seemed to go out of the window from that initial bishop move there, just from wanting to try something different. And as you can see now, I'm sort of backtracking in a sense. Why take this pawn here? I don't understand. Now I'm looking at it. When I was in the game, I was thinking, oh yeah, if they do take the queen, then maybe my queen can come round the side here. But it's got nowhere to go because it can't come here. You know, the queen's going to be there. So absolutely, I don't know what that was. So we pushed on to the queen. I was going to resign at this point. I thought, I don't know what's going on here, and so we brought the bishop back. So we're on the back foot all the way through now, because we've lost the knight already in the early part of the game. Our bishop's all trapped. Our white square bishop can't really get into the game. This pawn here is being under threat from the knight. Absolute travesty. Bringing the queen through and just pushing the pawn up, bringing the rook, trying to put some pressure, trying to maybe see if the opponent's going to make a mistake, and not by far, nowhere near. I'm trying to now put pressure onto the king area, hoping the opponent makes a mistake of some sort, trying to just gain some type of advantage back. So it's too late in the party for me to start thinking about the answer process. So it's shocking really. So bring the king up, its pieces really aren't working together. Trying to get my queen up there, trying to squeeze through, looking for this diagonal really, but this pawn is blocking this, so there's no real dice in this particular game. So we push through, and I just blast through these moves here. An absolute travesty. And it did allow my opponent to get 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes and 0 blunders. So yeah, they championed it well, and we just need to stick with the answer process. We're currently 4.5 out of 7 at the moment. Um, this player that I played, they're at the top of the table at the minute with 5 games, I think, or is it 5.5 games? So they're more likely to actually win. If they win their next game, then they definitely win. So I need to try and win my next game to actually probably come in second place. So that's what I'm going to be training for coming in for the second place in the spring online tournament. There are some other players who have got some high scores, higher than myself. But if they lose theirs, then um, you know that'll put me in second place quite nicely. Okay, so that was that game. Very disappointing, but like I've always said, there's always going to be a devil finger moment. I know I'm trying to eradicate devil finger, but it can crop up, and in this particular game, it really did. Got to stick with the answer process, stick with the concepts that we've been practicing, and should see us in good stead.